on duty at the embassy on weekends. You've got to be kidding me. The U.S. government has apologized. So it's not like she just said, hey, there was no staff on duty. No, the U.S. government apologized. So basically we said, yeah, Brittany Graham, you're right. A couple of sheriff's deputies in Florida have been suspended for about 2 weeks over leaking the news about Bob Saget's death before his family was told. The actor and comedian was found in January in his hotel room in Orlando. An investigation report says one of the deputies told his brother, who posted the news on social media, the other deputy was off duty, but he told a neighbor. Kellogg, the maker of Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, and Eggo waffles, will break into 3 companies. Now, the biggest spinoff will be a global snacking company, which will be headquartered in Chicago. North American Cereal Company and Plants Company will stay in Battle Creek, Michigan. And starving pelicans, they continue to be a mystery for wildlife officials in California.
This has been happening really from San Diego all the way up to Monterey, but by far the majority of pelicans coming in that are suffering from the starvation issues are in Southern California.
California Department of Fish and Wildlife spokesman Tim Daly says researchers are examining birds that have died and says they're also having trouble finding disruptions in the bird's food supply. Malnourished pelicans started turning up last month. Officials say they're now seeing fewer of the sick birds. And one of Elon Musk's kids has filed a request in an LA court to change her last name. Vivian Wilson says gender identity was the reason she made the request a day after her 18th birthday in April. Her father has publicly ridiculed the use of preferred pronouns. In 2020, he tweeted, "I absolutely support trans, but all these pronouns are an aesthetic nightmare." He also tweeted, quote, "Pronouns suck." The teen is one of 5 kids Musk shares with Justine Wilson. The couple filed for divorce in 2008. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk with ABC's Karen Travers this morning. And we've got the White House now talking about a decision by the end of the week whether to order a holiday on the federal gas tax. Do you think that the president will, in fact, say everybody gets a holiday, you get to save 18 cents at the pump? I know 18 cents doesn't seem like much, but when you're filling up tanks right now, 18 cents is at, I think it's 1.8 cents is a big deal. So we'll talk about that with her in just a second. Nick Paliochini's got some major problems for you in Montebello.
We're about to go east and westbound along the 60. All lanes are shut down in both directions between Paramount Boulevard and King Gabriel Boulevard. That's due to down power lines. The eastbound 60, updating the map, you're going to see a mess almost as far back as the 710, and the westbound 60 going to be a rough ride for you from before the 605. Planning for the 10 may not be your best alternate because the 10 westbound is especially packed and tight for you out of the Covinas from before Azusa Avenue. As you make way through Alhambra toward the 710, head further northbound for the time being. Is so far so good for your drive. 210 east and westbound between Pasadena and Doherty, between the 134 and the 605, both directions. KFI and the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Paliochini.
Hey, it's Conway here. Let's talk about water and money because, well, both are pretty scarce right now. So what do you spend on bottled water every month? Like $50 a month? How about this? For nothing down and only $45 a month, you can own a Purigan water, whole house water filtration, conditioning, and descaling system. It comes with a free 6-stage alkaline water system and free installation. And if that wasn't enough, you're also going to get free annual testing, unlimited service calls, and lifetime servicing. Get pure water from your tap with no chemicals and nothing down for just $45 a month. That's only 7 lattes. You can do that, right? Oh, and did I mention you own the system? Go online and look up Purigan Water. Their 5-star reviews are everywhere. Ding dong with this fresh water. I've had Purigan for about a year now, and I love that my family's safe from harmful chemicals. Pretty cool, right? So dump the bottles, call 844-80-WATER, 844-80-WATER, or the website PURagainwater.com. PURagainwater.com. That's PuriganWater.com.
This report is sponsored by WDC Kitchen and Bath Center.
Hey, it's Dean Sharp. In 2022, where is your best chance at finding the appliances you need at the best price, in stock, and ready to deliver? WDC Kitchen and Bath Center. Go to WDCappliances.com, WDCappliances.com.
This is Chris Collinsworth. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
With the news of a potential Kyrie-Brooklyn divorce, The Lakers need to pounce and make the move nobody is expecting. Trade AD for Kyrie. Sounds crazy, right? But the Nets need more size and defense, and LeBron needs a star who can shoot and create his own offense. Lakers can't worry about the optics. They got a title with AD. They need to worry about what works. LeBron and Kyrie have history and a title together. I'm Colin Coward.
Download the DraftKings app and use code SPORTS to get a free shot at millions of dollars up for grabs this week with your first deposit.
Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
If your business has 5 or more employees and you manage to survive COVID, you're eligible to receive a payroll tax rebate of $26,000 per employee. And this is not a loan. It's yours. The challenge is getting your hands on it. How do you cut through the red tape? How does your business get the money? Go to getrefunds.com. They're specialists in this little-known payroll tax refund program, and they do all the work. No charge up front. They share a percentage of the cash they get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those who took PPP money, nonprofits, even those that had increases in sales. They got my business a 6-figure refund, and their average client gets $250,000 back. Go to getrefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, answer a few questions, they do the rest. Getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
Before I started Rooter Hero Plumbing, I was an angry young man. Hello, I'm John Acquayan. I was angry because my dad died when I was 17 and he left me alone. I was angry because I couldn't go to college with my friends and because I had to drop out of high school. It's not a pleasant story. But as I grew older, I also grew up. I realized that my dad didn't leave me alone. He left me with values and principles that continue to shape my life. Dad said, be on time. He didn't like it when people were late. He taught me to be polite. It was something I lost, but recaptured along the way. And he taught me to keep my promises, because broken promises lead to broken relationships. We teach and keep these values at Rooter Hero Plumbing. I think we have a pretty good company. I know we have great people. And if one of our heroes fails to live up to these values, please call me. My private number is on the back of every Rooter Hero business card. You can also reach us at rooterhero.com. Thank you.
Everybody needs a hero. 102-8886.
If you've listened to Handle on the Law for any length of time, you'll notice that I have never recommended a lemon law lawyer. Never found one I'm comfortable with until now. So let me introduce you to the Knight Law Group. If you've bought or leased a car and gone back repeatedly for a car repair to no avail, you may have a lemon on your hands. And you have rights under the California lemon law. Every year, car manufacturers produce and sell cars that have real problems, and you're stuck with them. Well, you can actually do something about it now. Call the Knight Law Group. They can help you get rid of your lemon and get your money back. And you don't pay anything out of pocket. Call for a free consultation. Call the Knight Law Group at 844-43-LEMON, 844-43-LEMON, or visit knightlaw.com. That's Knight with a K, knightlaw.com.
Paid spokesperson. Every case is different. Results vary. Courtesy of Roger Kiernos, Knight Law Group, LLP.
Contractor license 1023790. When we hook up Digital Duncan, playtime is over. Digital Duncan doesn't guess. Digital Duncan knows what's wrong. When your AC breaks down, call Gettle. GOETTL.
We'll keep you cool, but it's hard to spell.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
A weekend full of superstar performances, never seen before collaboration, and once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
You know when they let you rent a car when you're 25?
Accidents, quote, with assault weapons are a very different thing.
I mean, if you just look at the number of shooters, the average age of school shootings since 1966 has been 18.
Bill Handel.
What does that tell you?
Mornings from 6 to 10
On KFI.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Welcome to your wake-up call. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee. Well, state lawmakers say they're going to look into why gas prices are so high in California. The Democratic Assembly Speaker Anthony Rendon announced the formation of a bipartisan committee yesterday that will look into possible oil company price gouging. Press pause on that one. And what about a holiday on the gas tax? 18.4 cents per gallon. Karen Travers, good morning to you. Is the president going to sign off on this, you think?
Well, I mean, he might. He said he's considering it. He's looking at data. He's looking at this and will maybe announce something by the end of this week. But the key part here is it's not his decision. Congress would have to authorize this, and it doesn't seem like there's an appetite on Capitol Hill to do this. So he can say it, and maybe if he does, it spurs some interest up on Capitol Hill. But it's kind of hard to see Republicans wanting to give him this one, and it's hard to see even Democrats, because if tax revenue gets cut off, something doesn't get paid for. This money goes to pay for highways and roads and repairs and upkeep, so if it gets shut off, something doesn't get paid for. So it's a tricky calculation, and it's not clear that this is something that lawmakers would go along with, even if the president later this week says this is something he is in favor of.
We were having a discussion yesterday and literally did a poll on the air. Did we think that the president was going to do this? I said yes. And here's why. I think he's going to do it because his polling numbers are so low, even though he knows it probably wouldn't get through Congress, at least it would look like he was listening to the people.
Sure. Yeah, and it could be a gesture to show that he is trying to do something. They're certainly very eager to show that they're doing something, but they might not be able to actually do the something that he's trying to do right now.
All right, Karen, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And to speak
As
a broadcast.
Karen Travers. And that's the thing. Kind of like when the president meets with, and I'm not, this isn't specifically focusing on President Biden, it's whatever president. When they meet with the feds, when a president meets with the feds to talk about inflation or something like that, great. Glad you guys met. It shows that you're concerned. But really, a president can't do anything. It's the feds that have to make those decisions. So they can give their 2 cents. But whether the Fed takes that advice or feels that that advice is something useful, that's a totally different story. Same thing with this. A president can make a gesture all day long. But if you don't have the backing of Congress, thank you for the gesture. So I do believe that the president will say, yes, let's go ahead and do this. But he has got to know exactly what Karen says. The chance of it actually getting through Congress, I think it's probably slim to none. But hey, even if there's a consideration of making gas prices a little lower, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Don't forget, by the way, COVID vaccinations are available today for millions of the youngest Americans. Starting today, kids ages 6 months to 5 years can be vaccinated with doses for that age group. The Supreme Court has a number of final cases to finish. ABC's Andy Field says decisions on abortion and gun rights could be announced very soon.
After that leaked draft opinion, court watchers expect the Supreme Court will overturn part or all of the century-old Roe v. Wade decision that guaranteed women the right to abortion.
Another case involves the right to carry a loaded, concealed handgun in public. Okay, we've had some fun this morning. First off, it is the first day of summer. Happy summer 2022 to you. And I asked people, what are you going to do this season, this summer, to make yourself happier? And people have been tweeting all morning, JJLKFI. Rebecca says, I remind myself to look for beauty everywhere. It's a stress reliever. And she put up some beautiful pictures of some sort of, I don't know what the flowers are, Rebecca, but they remind me of sort of a magenta poppy. Gorgeous. Wherever you found this flower is beautiful. Also this morning, it is National Selfie Day. And on my Instagram, JJLKFI, and also on Facebook, Jennifer Jones Lee, I put up a picture that Tyler took of the Wake Up Call crew. So all of us, Sandy, our editor, Alex, the producer, Tyler, the board wizard this morning, Andro's also here, and we all took a picture so you can see how nice and puffy we are. JJLKFI on Instagram, and also Jennifer Jones Lee on Facebook. And I just put up a picture on Twitter of Nick Paliocchini, because Nick's not in the same building we are, which is the biggest bummer of my life, because he is so much freaking fun in the morning. And I just put that up, Nick, JJLKFI on Twitter. Now go there, and you can also follow Nick. And the reason you want to follow Nick is because I don't know anybody in my life who has more fun and goes to more events than you do.
Thank you. And that's why my eyes are equally as puffy as everybody else's. Because I stay up too late, and then I come here to be on a wake-up call every morning. So,
absolutely. So that's what I put.
Sure.
For the guy that you want to see, the guy who gets you around during wake-up call in the morning, it's Nick Paliocchini. His selfie is up this morning, JJLKFI on Twitter. KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. Let's go right back to Nick Faliocchini, checking your drive now. Man, this was fast. It was a bad crash in Montebello, and now the lane's cleared already?
That's true.
There you go.
We're fine. Yeah, no, you're right, Jen. And all lanes are reopened on the 60 East and westbound between Paramount Boulevard and San Gabriel Boulevard. It was a crash that resulted in down power lines. Again, all lanes have reopened, but that means that you are seeing a rough go for the drive. Eastbound 60, the delays are back up to speed, so not taking any over there. Westbound 60 will be a rough go for the drive. From before the 605 as you come away from 7th out of Avocado Heights and Industry, and that remains patchy for your drive now all the way to Boyle Heights as you make way toward the 5. Westbound 10, much heavier than usual, and that's because folks were using that as an alternate to the 60 while all lanes were shut down. Also getting reports on the westbound side of the 10 near Fremont just before the 710 now of a 3-car smash-up that has the left lane taken away, so that will be a mess for your drive. 10 westbound as you come away from Azusa Avenue. Plan for the 210 westbound. It will be heading for you out of Glendora off of 57 as you make your way toward Azusa and Azusa Avenue. But further westbound on the 210 actually looks pretty decent for your drive. From the 605 continuing toward Pasadena and the 134. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Faliocchini.
Hey, Conley here. Let's talk about water and money because, well, both are pretty scarce right now. So what do you spend on bottled water every month? Like $50 a month? How about this? For nothing down, and only $45 a month, you can own a Purigan water, whole house water filtration, conditioning, and descaling system. It comes with a free 6-stage alkaline water system and free installation. And if that wasn't enough, you're also going to get free annual testing, unlimited service calls, and lifetime servicing. Get pure water from your tap with no chemicals and nothing down for just $45 a month. That's only 7 lattes. You can do that, right? Oh, and did I mention you own the system? Go online and look up Purigan Water. Their 5-star reviews are everywhere. Ding dong with this fresh water. I've had Purigan for about a year now, and I love that my family is safe from harmful chemicals. Pretty cool, right? So dump the bottles, call 844-80-WATER, 844-80-WATER, or the website PURagainwater.com. PURagainwater.com. That's PuriganWater.com.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office, it has to arrive at the actual lunchtime. Food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds. Thank you for calling Easy Cater. Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
We now return to the adventures of Vaccine and Booster, Ultimate COVID-19 Warriors.
Vaccine. Yeah, Booster. This COVID-19 and its pesky variants have gotten way out of hand.
They're no match for us.
Repeat the mission.
Protect the community, reduce hospitalizations and death.
Because with best protection available.
Watch out! Hey, guys!
Shields up. Take that, COVID-19.
And that.
Find safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines and boosters near you. Visit myturn.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
SoCal weather from KFI. In a word, hot. In another word,